Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Sarah if you're new here. I started this channel to document my journey becoming a single mother by choice by going through IVF. After getting diagnosed with endometrial cancer and PCOS, I am now cancer free. I actually have an update for you guys today about that. But if any of those topics apply to you or appeal to you at all, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell if you want to be updated anytime I upload new videos. So my egg retrieval was yesterday. As you can see, I'm clearly doing better than I did the day after my retrieval with my first egg retrieval. After my first egg retrieval, the next day I couldn't breathe well. I had a fever, I was throwing up, I was in so much pain. There she goes again. My dog needs to be let out, hold on. So as I was saying, what other symptoms did I have? I mean, I just was in really bad shape. Today I am feeling much better than that, but I am a little, actually just sitting up, like sitting in a chair isn't the most comfortable thing. I'm really bloated, uncomfortable, but really no pain. If I'm laying down and then I go to like get up, I really try not to use like my core muscles because that hurts. And I'm just like uncomfortable because I'm just so like full, like and bloated. But yesterday, when I woke up from the procedure, I was in a little bit of pain. They gave me some pain medication and that helped. I had trouble peeing. I didn't pee for several hours after the procedure. I would try and I had to so badly, but I couldn't. But finally, I'd say about 5 or 6 hours after the procedure, I finally went. And that has been getting increasingly better as time goes on. I think it's just because my ovaries, were still so big and they were pressing up against my bladder. But that is getting better, definitely. And you probably want to know how many eggs I got. So my first retrieval, when I had OHSS, they retrieved 41 eggs, 35 were mature. And those eggs were frozen, and then thawed and fertilized several months later. And when they thawed them, 29 thawed properly, and out of those 29, 18 fertilized. So yesterday when I woke up from the procedure, they told me they got 20 eggs. So obviously that is half as many I got last time. And I was expecting less this time because we just didn't go as hard. We did half the amount of Gonal F, and I was on letrozole to keep my estrogen low. But there was part of me that was a little disappointed. Like when I started the process all over again, I was thinking to myself, oh, I'd be happy if I got like 15 eggs this time instead of, 35 mature. But when I got the call today, only 11 of those 20 eggs that were retrieved were mature. And they took the 9 that were immature and they incubated them overnight, and I guess 4 additional ones matured. So I did end up with 15 mature, but only 10 fertilized. So as of right now, I have 10 embryos. Today is day 1. I will get a call every day from my clinic with an update. So tomorrow will be day 2. And I will find out how many are dividing normally and progressing. So of course I'm grateful that I have any eggs at all. But I keep like going back to my first cycle when I 18 fertilized successfully and ended up with only one normal embryo out of that. So it's just like, when I think that I have basically a little bit more than half that now, I think to myself, like, I don't know. I'm trying to really focus on the fact that with all the supplements I've been on and all the ways that I've improved this cycle, that my number of normal embryos will be more this time. I really hope. But this, oh gosh, this waiting is just so hard. Typically you get about half that make it to blastocyst, half of the ones that fertilize properly. So that brings me to about 5 I'm expecting. I'm trying not to expect anything really. But then when I think to myself that way less than half of the blasts I have are going to be normal, you know, that only brings me to like 1 normal, if that. So I'm just nervous. But we'll see. I did get some good news today though. I do not have Lynch syndrome. So my cancer carrier screening came back. I don't have the breast cancer gene. I don't have Lynch syndrome. I don't have the ovarian cancer gene, or I'm not sure if that's the same as the breast cancer gene, but I don't have the pancreatic cancer gene because I did have I have a great aunt and a great uncle that did have pancreatic cancer. So they tested me for that. I don't have that. They did find that I have a mutation that they weren't really expecting, but it's not that big of a deal. It increases the risk of breast cancer just like a little bit. So I guess most people, this is what the genetic counselor told me today. She said most women have a 10 to 15% chance of getting breast cancer in their lifetime. And when you have this mutation that I have, it goes up to about 20%. So it's, you know, it's more of a chance, but she just said that once I turn 40, they recommend annual mammograms and MRIs, which is fine. Like mammograms don't hurt me at all. I know a lot of women say they're like super painful. They're not painful for me at all. People, whenever I've had like 3 or 4 mammograms, they always say I have very dense breast tissue. So maybe like the denser your breast tissue is, the less it hurts to get a mammogram. So those are no big deal for me at all. So I don't mind getting those every year to monitor that. So that, I take that as really, really good news, because if I had Lynch syndrome and had to add on PGTM testing for my embryos, and they'd have to make a probe, and that can take like 6 to 8 weeks or something to make that probe, and that would add on thousands and thousands of dollars to my genetic testing for my embryos. So I'm just really glad that I don't have that. I would expect to get my ERA results pretty soon, as well as my Receptiva DX test. So I'm thinking I'll probably get those results next week. So I'll update you guys on that. And I'll let you guys know how my embryos are doing either tomorrow or the next day. I might wait till day 3 to film another video and give you guys the day 3 update, or the day 2 and the day 3 update. So all in all, so far, no signs of OHSS. I'm very bloated, uncomfortable, but otherwise doing pretty well. I'm really tired also, just pretty tired. But yeah, for the most part, this cycle has been so much better. So trying to stay hopeful and positive, trying to keep my expectations at bay. And I'll keep you guys posted on my embryos. So I hope you have a good night, and thank you again to everybody who reached out to me yesterday and today to see how I was feeling. I even had such a sweet subscriber send me a Grubhub gift certificate, and that was just so thoughtful. She sent that to me on Instagram. Oh my gosh, so thank you so much. And yeah, have a great night, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you. Bye.